Good morning, Melbourne.
Wakey, wakey.
Wake up, Melbourne. Jason Lauren. Turn it up.
Start your morning the right way.
Gonna be great, gonna be a good day.
This is Jason Lauren on Melbourne's Nova 100.
Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Monday.
Good morning. How are we, boys?
We are good. How was everyone's weekend?
I had a 10 out of 10 weekend.
Well, big call. I was on the
Big
phone to your
call.
dad yesterday.
I know it was. So my parents' birthdays are have one day in between. So it's the 15th of November and the 17th of November. So it's a very social week in our family. Mum pissed off and went down to Red Hill with her friends, so we didn't see her. And then I had my dad's birthday yesterday. Shout out, Bobby.
Bobby, so when I rang Lauren, morning, Clint, by the way.
Morning, yeah.
You spoke to my dad yesterday too, you said.
Yeah, we were trading texts.
Oh, so you're only on text?
Yeah, I was text.
Because when I was talking to Lauren, she goes, Dad's here. Do you want to say happy birthday?
I know, that was so annoying. You said, say happy birthday to Bobby. And I was like, can I just hand it over? You'll make his day. And he was so excited. And then he said, I thought I was talking to Jace, Bo's best friend. My brother's best friend's name is Jace.
Is that what it was?
He goes,
It was-
and then I picked up halfway through that it was Jace Hawkins.
I thought I was talking to Bo, your brother, because he sounded younger. Bobby sounded
What's
really...
he done to himself?
I don't know. Has he had some work done to the voice
My
box?
dad is fitter than ever. He looks better
Good
than
on
ever.
him.
He's like, it's ever since my brother had a baby that he's become a grandpa and he's got a new lease on life.
Well, I honestly thought it was Bo and your brother stitching me up. So halfway through, I'm like, hang on, is this...
Well, he thought he was talking to Bo's best friend, Jace.
Oh, well, that's why.
There was mucho confusion going
Yeah.
on.
So what's he been doing? Walking or
Walking.
weights?
He walks and walks and walks. He's
Does
turned
he?
into Forrest Gump.
We were going to get him in this week, but...
Kel Day night?
Yeah.
He's a bit Kel Day night.
I said, why don't you pop
got
in
these
this week? But
skinny
he
little
said,
chicken legs.
said schoolies. He's heading to Lawn.
Okay. Is he?
So, yeah. He's off to Lawn to party it up for schoolies week. When you get back, Bobby?
Rock on, Dad.
Yep.
Oh, good work. 10
Yeah,
out
we
of
had
10
a lovely
weekend. That's
family
great.
lunch. Well, yeah, because, we did lunch at 3 o'clock. It was like a late lunch, early dinner situation.
Oh, yeah.
And prior to that, I
They're
did nothing
confusing.
all morning.
He'll be the gilf of Lawn.
Late lunch, early dinner is
I loved
confusing.
it. It's good on a Sunday, though.
It is, but then I get peckish.
So do I.
Well, I
I get
had a late-
peckish
I
around
sl-
9 o'clock. And
Yeah.
It's not great.
I slept in, I had a late breakfast, and then I sat on my bed basically all day. You're going to hate this, Jace. I thought, I'm not doing anything today. I'm so exhausted. I'm just going to have a self-care day. And I said to Paul, is it bad if I go and sit back on the bed? And he was like, no, knock yourself out, sis. So climbed up.
Right.
I watched 4 episodes of The Diplomat back to back for 4 hours, sat on my bed under the donut.
You went in.
I jumped in.
Oh,
I
good girl.
climbed up. How high is your bed? What do you have, a
Is there
little
a
Did I
ladder?
say
Is there a
climbed up?
step?
I meant I walked up the stairs and I climbed into bed.
Oh,
I think I
right.
merged 2 sentences.
Right.
And I spent 4 hours in bed watching The
Yes,
Diplomat.
that's lush.
Oh, that's living.
It was living.
Well, I went on date day.
Oh my God, you went to Donovan's.
Oh, Donovan's
the chicken pot
darling.
pie.
Not the chicken
Chicken
pot
pot
pie. Most delicious pie in the world.
There was a scene. We'll
Bit
get...
hot for the chicken pot pie yesterday.
No. The wind was a blowing.
It was a howling.
Yeah, there was kids getting bloody rescued.
Did
in,
our discussion...
What?
Phillip
From
Bay.
Donovan's?
No.
The kids were blowing down the street and down the restaurant.
Yeah, the rescue chopper was just hovering above Donovan's.
Too many chicken pot pies.
No, they were doing a regatta in Phillip Bay
Oh,
yesterday.
Port Phillip Bay.
Hang on. In the bay?
Yeah,
A regatta?
yeah.
Is a regatta rowing?
Well, just off
Sailing.
just off Thomastown there.
Oh.
Yeah, and the rescue choppers had to go
you know
out.
that's
and-
not where Donovan's is.
No, I'm just. Well, it's the same water.
The water?
I mean, all the water is the same, really, unless you're in a lake.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant those, like these boats.
A rowing
Like the-
regatta. Or they sail
Like the
boats.
ones
Sail-
they do
sailing
down,
regatta.
The ones they do down the Yarra.
Oh yeah, those ones. They love
Dragon boats?
and they love the go boats, don't they?
So just quickly, the chicken pot pie discussion we had, did it cause any talk?
Oh, of course, talk.
Did it?
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Well, we'll get to date day coming up in the next 20. Hey, guys, big day today.
Oh my gosh.
It is Taylor Day.
Guys, we get to do cool things on this show. But this is the coolest thing I've done since we've been in radio.
This is the one.
I am so jealous.
This is the one thing I would love to get.
If I could win anything right now, it'd be this.
How would you like to be at Taylor Swift's closing Eras Tour show in Canada?
I actually can't even talk about it.
We have
because
to.
I would want to go that badly.
Well, we have to talk
Can't
about.
I win it?
No, absolutely not.
What if I take someone?
No,
You sure?
positive. You'd have to quit this job.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm cool with that.
Now's not the time.
I'm ready.
Now is not the time.
I'm ready to quit while I'm ahead.
We're going to
Because
give
you know me, I'm a quitter.
We are going to give you details coming up later on in the show. Make sure you are listening. Let's get into it. Hey, we've got a huge show ahead. It is just gone 6:07. Good morning, everyone. This is Nova. Well, good morning, Melbourne. You are on the air with Jason Lauren. Clint here with us as well. We are doing it thanks to What If. It is Aussie for travel. You're listening to Nova 100, and my God,
My
all
good
through my
golly
social
God.
feed yesterday and all anywhere I looked, everyone was talking about this.
Fighting out of the blue corner, the problem child, Jake El Gallo Paul. Fighting out of the red corner, his Iron Mike Tyson.
Now, this might surprise you, but I watched the whole thing.
I'm surprised.
I also watched the whole thing because someone told me it was at 1 o'clock. So I put it on at 1 o'clock, and there was 5 fights before Mike Tyson and Jake Paul.
I know,
Gotta-
there's a lot, isn't there?
And I watched all of them because
Did
I was
you?
like, it's got to be coming up next. Got to be coming
There
up
was a
next.
really good women's fight beforehand, which
I-
was savage.
Could
Her
not.
eye.
I don't like fighting.
I don't know.
But Paul was away. He was at the Dunkeld races.
Oh, so you
I
weren't
was
even-
at home on my own on the couch because I was like, I got to see Mike Tyson returning. The women's fight before it, I couldn't watch it, but I couldn't stop watching it.
It was ace.
It was savage, Jace. I don't know if you saw it.
Do you reckon they could
Katie
take me?
Taylor versus
oh,
Amanda
they would
Serrano.
absolutely murder you.
They would eat you alive.
Murder you.
It was the most terrifying thing I've ever seen. This woman's eye split. It was far more entertaining than Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, to be honest. Her eye split, and the referee went up to her and said, "Do you think you can keep going?" And she was like, "Yes, I can." And they kept going with this eye, and the other one was like headbutting her in the split eye.
Should we get you in the ring?
Oh my God! As a ring girl, people would
Yes.
turn off.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway, is that what you were referring
that's
to?
exactly.
Thought so.
That's
Round
exactly what I
one.
meant. As a ring girl.
But the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight.
Now, so,
maybe
okay,
because of the ring
can
girls,
I set the
but
scene?
it broke all records.
60 million people tuned in right the
65
way around the
million.
Bloody hell.
world. My highlight was pre-fight.
Oh,
Mike
I know what
Tyson,
you're gonna
Iron
say.
Mike, was interviewed live in the locker room. What's akin to the locker room? And you've seen this.
I've seen this. Caught me off guard.
Mike
but he was
thanks
being
the
interviewed-
interviewer.
You know who the interviewer was?
Who was it?
It was his son.
Was
He
it?
was being interviewed by his son.
Well,
I
that
had
explains
no
what happened
idea.
next.
Well, he said, "I love you, son."
Oh,
I
I
think
gave
it
him a
was his
kiss.
son. No, it was his son.
Was it actually or just son? You know how they say son.
No, I'm sure it was his son. It was father and son.
It was. We gave
Yeah,
you a thumbs up.
because
It
he
was
called
the
him
son.
dad as well, and that would
And he
be
gave
weird.
him a kiss on the cheek.
Daddy,
Turned
Especially-
around and the
especially when he's-
camera panned and there was his big old crack.
his bare ass. Now,
He
why,
was wearing some form of jockstrap.
why did he
It
do
was a
that
big
interview
jockstrap.
naked with his son?
Yeah, half naked.
Dad,
Don't know. Put some pants on.
put your old balls away, Dad.
Put
You're on telly.
the front bit, the cod piece protects the balls, so it's just the crack.
I'm
that's
told it's called a
exposed.
groin strap. What is it?
A jockstrap.
A groin guard.
A groin
Oh, is it?
guard.
That'd
Yeah.
be something, Brody,
So
our
what's-
executive producer.
100% with his
yeah.
So
bare
they've got
ass
it.
in
You've
it.
put a box into the guard.
Yeah, so you have like a jock strap which just holds all the goods together.
Yes,
but then the
I'm
groin
aware.
guard goes on top of that in case you get a low one.
In the
Well, he should wear an
balls.
anus guard too, because I didn't need to see that.
No, it
Do
was.
they make anus cards?
No, I think the anus is fair game.
What did you think of his anus?
Well, I mean, he's pretty fit for an old guy.
59.
But when he walked away, I was like,
Oh,
I thought, does he have like skin-coloured trousers on?
yeah. He needed.
And then I opened my socials and everyone was like, who saw Mike Tyson's anus?
he needs to do more squats.
You know what, though, the fight, right? I mean, it was just a big old display of...
Dancing.
That's all. Look, I only watched a couple of minutes and I was like, I can't get into it.
Well, Jake
this is not my
Paul
world.
coming out in the convertible car with a dove in a cage.
With
Well,
Logan Paul
with-
spraying W deodorant all over
That
him.
they own the deodorant, don't they? It's like
Oh,
the Lynx
God.
Africa of 2025.
Oh, my God.
But the song that he played in the car
I
was
loved it.
like the
I
song
loved it.
from Mike Tyson's bit in The Hangover, wasn't it?
Yes.
It was just all a bit like.
Yeah,
And then
right.
Mike Tyson came out. He just walked out with his Zimmer frame.
What?
And then they got up, and it was hard to watch. It was like a young man beating up an old man.
It's sort of like he toyed with him for a bit, didn't he? Just,
He's also like twice his size.
I know.
How did they let that happen?
don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I guess Mike needed the money.
How much did he earn?
I think
Was it 100 mil?
No, I think it was like 80 mil.
80 mil Mike
Yeah.
Tyson got for
Yeah,
doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, you can slap me around for 80 mil.
You know what? He could have absolutely knocked him out if he wanted to, I think. And I'm glad he didn't. I mean, people turned on him anyway because he won. Everyone was booing.
Really?
It was actually awful to watch, although I watched it. It was awful. I was like, who
loved
in their
watching
right
it.
mind would sit at home and watch this? There
Do you
I
know what?
was on the couch.
I was in.
You're that person. Hang on, she's that person. You know when there's a bank up on the freeway and there's been a drama and you're abusing everyone, like, why are you slowing down
Yeah,
to look?
she's a rubbernecker.
And then she gets to that and it'd be just slow down 10Ks. Take
Yeah.
it easy.
What's that person getting arrested for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in Sydney and I took my phone into the jacuzzi with me. And by the time the fight had finished, I had a crowd of 10 people around my phone
Everyone
in the
watched it.
jacuzzi.
Oh, so that was your ploy to get
Bubble, bubble,
people in?
Why were
Watching
you
the
in the
fight.
jacuzzi with 10 people? Where were you?
At the hotel spa.
Oh, last time you were caught in a hotel spa, it was with a couple of old birds. Remember that?
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was like he was in there with the female
The Golden
versions of
Girls.
Mike Tyson. It was like he was
That
in
was on the Sunshine
Menage
Coast.
a Trois with the Golden Girls. How is
did you
Rose
ever-
and Blanche?
Their bums were quite saggy too.
Right across Melbourne, that is Beyonce, Love on Top. Morning, everyone. This is Nova 100. It is Jace and Lauren. Clint's here as well. Jake Paul getting a few views overnight.
So obviously the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, everyone's been talking about it, but
Yep.
he's just popped on his Instagram that in the past 30 days, you can do that, check your dashboard or whatever they call, 1.5 billion views in the last
a lot.
30 days. 21% of the world's population have looked at my
Jeez.
Instagram the last 30 days, he said.
Oh, my God.
That's insane.
Very similar numbers.
Should I check
you?
how many looked at mine?
Very similar numbers. Checked out our video on Friday about the chicken pot pie.
The chicken pot pie, which isn't
Oh,
actually
yes.
called the chicken pot pie from Donovan's, an iconic yet expensive pie. Special occasion pie.
You
Very-
were very excited about it.
I was very excited.
Very.
And you guys weren't excited for
I
me.
was excited.
We were
No, you
excited.
didn't.
It evokes something special in you, though.
You
because
said
it's
you'd
your chicken pot pie.
Yeah.
Or
So
You'd never said you'd never heard of it.
oh yeah, I know.
You haven't lived,
That's
brother.
because you got the name wrong.
this came about because I mentioned that I was going on a date day with the wife.
With he.
My wife.
My wife.
We went to Donovan's restaurant in St Kilda. Beautiful little
Very
spot.
fancy.
On Saturday,
Sunday.
Sunday.
So the
right.
winds
I sent him
were
a text.
blowing.
yes, because Saturday was hot.
Yeah.
Hot. And
Sunday was nice. Actually, you know what? Sunday was Donovan's weather.
Was it?
You know what
It's
I mean?
always
Like windy.
Donovan's weather,
What's
if you ask
Donovan's
me.
weather?
It's just, a bit cozy.
Okay. Were you
Yeah.
in your linen?
I was in the linen.
Yeah,
Yep.
good.
And that silly
That's
little
a
hat.
good.
You didn't wear your hat on your date day.
Oh, I didn't have time to do my hair.
Oh, you
Oh,
can't wear
for
it.
God's sake. It takes you 3 minutes to do your hair.
No, it doesn't. I've got to
You
warm up the
can't
hair
wear.
straightener.
You can't wear a hat inside Donovan's.
Not
That's like
Well, I did.
wearing your hat inside a church.
Not at Don Don's.
Well, the priest came
You gotta
over when
take
I
your hat
arrived.
off.
Well, the hat stayed on.
He wanted to be recognised, obviously.
No, different hat.
What? You have a different hat?
No, same hat, but just I've got many of them.
Oh, it's a good hat. He wore his going out hat.
Anyway, walked
That's
in.
sacrilege.
The manager, Nick, the owner, came over straight
Yes.
away and was like, "Are we ready for the chicken pie?"
Don't you dare
Good
go
morning,
stealing
Nick.
my thunder at one of my favourite
He already
restaurants.
has. He went the day after.
So it was quite the scene. Then
Did they say we heard you talking about it on the
Oh,
radio?
100%. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Even bought out some welcome champagne
Shut up.
to celebrate the pie.
Oh, we
Stop
must
it.
go.
Yep. Then Ollie, they sent over our waiter, Ollie, young kid, great at his job. He was like, "I've heard you're a fan of the pie." Now, at this
Well,
point, I'm
can I
feeling a
just
lot
say,
of
you
pressure.
weren't a fan of the pie.
I never
I'm
had
a
the
fan
pie.
of the pie.
I never had the pie.
She's getting her back up.
And then,
I'm the pie girl.
even when they're showing me the menu, they're pointing out the pie that's going past to other tables.
Oh,
I'm
there's
feeling a
pressure on the
lot
pie.
of pressure to get the pie.
I didn't think it was pie weather.
It was because it was windy and cold.
So it's still in stock in
It's
spring.
still in stock. So I went.
Always. It's a Don Don's classic.
So I went the steak.
Yeah, great. I would have been angry if you had have got the
kidding.
pie.
What does the steak come with?
Well, it was
Potatoes?
It was the special steak.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like steak for two. They made quite the big thing about it. Steak for two.
So Lou didn't get the pie either.
No, she didn't get the pie. We didn't get the pie.
It's okay. I can forgive you because I don't think it was pie weather. I'll tell you a pie day. And one morning we're going to be sitting here and I'm going to look outside this window and I'm going to say, guys,
It's pie day.
it's chicken pot pie day. Let's go.
The steak's quite extravagant. Big ribeye for two.
Yum.
Comes with little potatoes on the side, stuff
Yum.
like that, right? Now, we've had our entrees. I didn't know this.
They feed you.
They do the aeroplane. No. The chef comes out with the waiter and the big steak to do a whole presentation and have the knife there and everything and slice up the steak.
Do they do that for everyone or just for you?
No, everyone. I was in the bathroom.
Oh,
you missed it.
idiot.
I didn't know.
Well, surely they wait for you to come back for.
Well, they were coming over as I got up, apparently.
Ah,
So they're all standing there around Lou, who's sitting at the table.
awesome.
And everyone's just standing there waiting.
Oh, they waited.
Well, then they left because I was
You took too long.
Well, there's only like one cubicle. I was waiting. And then I came back and Lou's like, there's been quite the scene. They came back out. Food was excellent. Now, the only problem is, right, they've given us a nice welcome champagne. They sent over free dessert, like a little
What?
dessert.
Why did you get free dessert? You'd never even heard of the chicken pot pie before
Or
Friday.
Donovan's, really.
This is really going to send you. When it was time to pay, we
You
had
can afford your own dessert.
we had a voucher.
Oh,
You're not a voucher girl, are
that
you?
just freaked me out. I get so nervous with the transaction.
Lou and I were
What if
like,
it's expired?
Oh,
What if there's not enough?
my
What if then I need change? Like
No.
people
What
change.
about a tip?
Oh, how am going to do a cash tip?
I know.
You can't tip in a voucher. You got
And
to do a
it's-
cash tip.
My sisters have bought the voucher for us.
Oh, no wonder you were going to Donovan. You got a voucher.
And Lou and I are fighting like, you do the voucher. No, you do the voucher. You do the
Oh,
voucher.
so you're awkward with it. It's just the voucher transaction. Vouchers are great,
Vouchers are awesome.
but the transaction with the voucher makes me nervous.
Yeah, me too. So we're like,
I feel like, yeah.
let's just do the voucher as quick as possible. And,
Is it in a
and-
gift card form or is it
Yeah,
on a printed out
it's
printout?
Print out.
Yeah.
No. An A4 printout.
That you've printed at home. You've folded up.
Is it
into
a Donovan's template or did
tiny
they
pieces.
design their own
No.
with a code?
And Lou still had it in the card and everything. I'm like, at least get it out of the card.
I hope you
Be
gave
ready.
them a big tip.
We gave a tip, but I'm like, when we gave the voucher over, it's
She
like,
left the voucher in the car.
the card.
Card.
Like the big, the card.
Oh, the
hey.
big happy
Happy
birthday
40th.
card. Oh, God, Luke, come on.
No, be ready to go.
You can't be taking the card with you.
And it was a musical card.
And then they'll think it's your birthday.
Can I? What was the dessert?
It's like a little chocolate mud cake,
Oh, yum.
like a mini creme brulee,
Yum.
and then these peels.
What, multiple desserts?
Yeah, it was like a little,
for free?
It was like a little platter.
Hope you left a tip. Don't
Imagine-
ruin that restaurant for me.
Imagine what happens when we go, Lauren.
Oh, Clint, we're going to
Hey?
be marching band. And if they don't have one, I'm bringing one.
It's right on 6:30. We'll check your run to work. Latest in news there, guys. Let's head to schoolies.
Oh,
Does that make us toolies?
School-
Yeah,
Schoolies.
100%, mate. It made you and I toolies in the year we were at schoolies.
schoolies is so fun.
You might have seen in the news, OnlyFans stars are making headlines in regards to Schoolies Week. In
It's a bit
fact,
gross.
Bonnie Blue,
No, she's been deported, hasn't
well,
she?
a controversial escort had her
Bonnie
visa
Blue.
cancelled
Yeah,
by
you know
Australia.
Bonnie Blue.
She came out with a mission to bed as many only legal students
Oh,
as she
that's
could
gross.
and film.
I think she had her visa revoked.
She did.
She's
she did.
fighting, I
Cancelled.
think.
Gone.
Yeah.
However, another OnlyFans, a local girl, has come out and has been hitting the Gold Coast, trying to, well, I guess, bed as many graduates as she could. She claims to have already bedded 55, only
Can
24.
you stop saying bedded?
Sorry.
Does that mean slept with?
Yeah.
Sorry, what are the stats? 55 in...
24 hours.
No, come on. Come on. You're not...
No.
That's a lot of betting.
Apparently she was pounding the pavement,
What?
amongst other
Pounding
things,
the pavement on Cavill Avenue?
at 1:30 in the morning, chatting up participants.
Sorry,
She's-
this is gross.
She claimed to have missed 150 calls in the last 10 minutes. And
Can I have a look
She
at
said
it?
she slept with 250 high school graduates during last year's celebration.
oh, Clint, you don't have to look at the photo I've got of her. You can look at the account if you want.
and
So
she's
I've just
planning
found
on
out.
setting a record of over 1,000 boys in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Men. We have to say men, not boys.
Yeah, no, they're of
They're all
age.
legal.
Of age.
That's a lot of betting.
Is this a little bit?
Let's talk to
I mean, it's not for me. Let's put it that way.
our executive producer, Brody, the thumb.
Do you know Bonnie Blue?
I am familiar with her work.
Are you on OnlyFans?
I am not on OnlyFans outside of work purposes. For
So what do you
work
follow her
research.
on?
So you follow her
So
on
you are on
OnlyFans?
OnlyFans.
For work research
Do you
purposes.
pay to follow her?
The company credit card pays to follow
You
her.
do not use the company credit card.
It's work.
Hang on. But how's she make? She's saying she's making money.
Because people like Brody are paying to follow her.
Oh.
That's how they make money.
By
so
watching.
She's
So
putting
these
up...
kids, not kids, these 18-year-olds,
What's...
people then go and watch her.
She signs up, so 18-year-olds sign away disclosure and go, yep, that's absolutely fine for you to film. And then she uploads that to her Twitter and her OnlyFans and then turns that into a profit.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Oh.
She should be on Shark Tank.
She's filming. She's filming herself with the school leavers.
With the schoolies, and they are then posted online.
I reckon that guy that invented the Audi would invest.
Oh, yeah. Andy. You'd love it.
I think it's
my
Davey.
goodness.
But
Is
it?
that's fine.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
sorry.
Davey, not Andy.
I mean, they're adults, but
Maybe.
it's a bit.
Maybe
It's a
she
bit
might
predatory.
fall... Guys, she might fall in love.
Honestly, I find it predatory.
Yeah, it is really
How
odd.
I mean, I don't know. I reckon if there was an older bloke going to schoolies to sleep with 1,000
Oh,
18-year-old
mate, he'd be
girls,
run out of
It'd be
town.
front page of the newspaper.
people would
Absolutely.
absolutely flip.
How was your schoolies? Similar?
Oh, jeez.
Mine,
Yeah.
OnlyFans wasn't invented then.
I reckon
Thankfully.
I reckon I got rejected.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be working here. I'd be a billionaire.
I reckon I got rejected
why
by
would you be a
55
billionaire?
people.
Oh, because you know me. Wild. I had a boyfriend at schoolies, but he wasn't a school leaver, so I was not stooping at schoolies.
Yeah.
But I did skinny dip with my girlfriends at Noosa Main Beach, and the boys were at the surf club, and they saw us, and they came and took all our clothes
I
Good
ran
work.
off with them.
Good
and
work.
ran off with them.
Great.
Good work.
So we were naked.
So
stuck
how'd
on
you
the
get home?
beach. I think they left someone's phone, and they literally abused them and said that they'd ruin their lives if they didn't bring our clothes back, and we got them back. We just stayed in the water for a bit, screaming, hoping to be rescued by some hot
Was
lifesaver.
schoolies-
probably.
Yeah, right. Instead, it was Mick, the 60-year-old clubby.
Was schoolies around when you went to school?
Yes, schoolies was around.
But didn't you live on the Gold
So a
Coast?
few red frogs thrown my way. Let me
Red
tell you.
what?
Didn't you?
Red
I lived
throbs.
I lived in Brisbane.
So what? You made the trek to the Gold Coast.
My dad drove me down. On the way down, it was the most awkward drive of our life. As we're driving along, he
Oh,
goes,
no.
"Your mother wanted me to talk to you about but you know how that works, don't you?" And I went,
You
"Yeah."
were 18.
I know.
Surely you'd heard of the birds and the bees.
I know, and I was like, "Yeah," and he goes, "Yeah." So we've had the chat. I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah." I just wanted to open the
Oh.
door and roll out of the car while going down the freeway.
Yeah.
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 Was he talking about being careful, or was he explaining how the birds and the bees
I'm not
work?
really sure, Lauren. We just did a lot of yeah.
Is that how dads and sons talk?
Yeah.
Grunting at each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did your dad tell you? Did your dad have the talk?
Nah.
My parents didn't
That's
really.
why you're not doing it.
My parents didn't really have the chat
Oh,
with
I'm
me
doing it.
either, because I had an older brother, and so I sort of heard them talking to him when I was like ear up to the door, trying to listen to what they were talking to Bowen about.
That's how you do it.
Oh.
Did you fall in love at schoolies, Stannis?
I wouldn't call it love.
Where did you? Oh, you went to Lawn.
Lawn.
Did you fall in? Did you have a holiday
I did.
romance?
I rolled around on the beach with a lucky lady.
What was her name?
A lucky lady.
What was her name?
I'm not going to say it.
Say it.
I'm not going to say it.
Say
Do you
it.
still talk to her?
No, because her name was Lauren.
No, it wasn't.
And you were nude on the beach?
No, I was in
I,
Noosa.
No,
I called it.
No.
I
No.
called it.
No, I can hand on heart say Clint and I have never had a rendezvous. Ever.
Not on the beach anyway.
Was her name really Lauren? Oh my god!
name
what was
was
that song?
Lauren.
Remember that
Producing
song?
team owed me
I wanna
50
have
bucks.
sex
I called it.
on the beach.
It's very awkward. There's like sand in places you shouldn't get it.
Was there?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
I don't know, Lauren. Hey, this is a long shot. 13, 24, 10. Would people still be with their schoolies romance?
I mean, if you've lasted the distance from school, that's where true love happens.
Really?
At Cheeky Monkeys in Byron Bay.
Or even if it's a high school sweetheart.
Yeah.
If you're still with your high school sweetheart.
I'm surprised how many people I know from my high school that are still together.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
So just one,
No
they've
way.
just had one relationship
Yeah.
all the way through.
Yeah.
That worries me. 13, 24,
Why?
10. Because you want to
Sample.
drive a few different cars in your life. You don't want to be in the bloody Camry
Some
the whole time.
ones, the
Some
slow
people are very
ones.
happy with their first car.
Yeah, until they get in a convertible and then they're
Whoa.
living.
They might not do that.
Or a Carnival.
This one's quick.
I think you'd be surprised how many people are still with their high school romance. 13, 24, 10.
Could fit 8 people in this
This one's
Carnival.
roomy.
Yeah, exactly. 13, 24, 10 to join us. Loz, what are you looking at?
Nothing.
No, you look in depth on something on your phone. I looked over and your mouth was on the floor. What?
Well, my jaw was on the floor.
Sorry.
The boys are just showing me some of these
You're right.
accounts of
No, it's
people who are going to schoolies to meet school leavers.
Are you flustered?
I can't believe the things that are allowed on Twitter. It's not called Twitter anymore, is it? What's it called?
X.
Well, that
Well,
makes sense. X-rated content.
Yeah.
She is the goat.
Do you need a shower?
No,
She's the goat.
You're right. Coming up next.
I'm
You're a gas.
aghast at what I've just seen.
Well, I would close that mouth. 13, 24, 10 to join us on the air. Schoolies Romance next. We're just talking about schoolies a week making headlines. A lot of kids down at Lawn.
Schoolies can be so much fun. I
Yeah.
mean, just be safe if you're at schoolies. Look after your mates. Look after each other.
A lot of OnlyFans stars targeting schoolies, which is just,
It's no good.
no.
It's a bit crook, isn't it?
It
is a bit cruel.
So look, let's stick with the love aspect. Are you still with your high school sweetheart?
High school sweethearts. I have many friends who I went to school with that some that I've lost touch with, some that I'm still mates with, who are still with their high school
Same.
sweethearts. And it's so funny because I see their photos pop up and I'm like, oh my God, you guys are just the same.
Rebecca
Same as
from
we were in
Logan
school.
was mine. I remember it.
She was your high school sweetheart.
We're at her house, and you know, like when it's a standoff, like, are you going to kiss? Are you going to kiss? Are you going to
Oh, your
kiss?
first kiss.
And then I heard my
House
cab,
party.
my cab beeped, so I knew it was out the front. So I just quickly went in for the peck
Oh my God.
because
the
I knew he
panic.
would have started the meter.
The panic.
Yeah,
But some of the people that are called here have been together since high school.
Let's go to
Tracy.
Tracy. Morning.
Hi guys, how are you?
we are good.
Hey,
You're
Trace.
still with your high school sweetheart.
I am. He's a 6'2" Dutchman, and he still rocks my world.
Oh,
So when did you graduate? Oh, how long you been together?
We've been together for over 30 years. We've been married for 25.
And you met in what grade were you in when you met?
I'm going to sound like a cougar. I was in year 10 and he was in year 9.
I love that.
yeah.
It's
1
awesome.
year, first kiss. Good on you. 30 years. I mean, see, romance and true love does exist. Lee from Yarraville, you still with your high school sweetheart?
Yes, I am. We've been together 22 years now. We met when I was 16 and she kissed me on the cheek at a blue light disco.
Oh.
And that's how it started.
Cute.
Never want to take another car for a test drive?
Have at the moment. We've actually, long story.
So what?
So-
You still with her,
Sorry,
or you
sorry.
broken
you
up?
guys-
Still with her. Still with her.
Oh,
And there's actually a third now.
Oh,
you're in a love triangle. Does she
Oh.
know about the other?
You've got 2 cars in the garage.
Yeah, they're both in the car with me at the moment.
Actually, in the car with you right now?
Yeah, literally.
Who gets front seat?
I'm in the back.
Can we
Can we
say
talk to
hello?
them? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Which one would you like to say hello
Well,
to?
let's
The
go-
OG.
let's
The
go
OG.
with
The
OG.
OG?
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
hang on, I'll put her on.
Oh my God, this is happening
It's
in the birds.
actually happening.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Who have we got there?
Hey, this is Rachel.
Hi,
Rachel. So you and Lee have
Hello.
been together for 22 years since high school.
Yeah, so as he says, I lied to him. I was 14 at the time, and I told him I was 15
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
because he wouldn't kiss anybody younger than 15
Oh,
because he
love
was
that.
16.
Respect.
right, yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then,
He had
and
no
then
limit.
you guys decided to branch out and
Yep.
get a third.
Yep.
And how long has that lady joined the family?
About a year now, November last year.
Do all three of you live together?
No, so Lee and I have 3 children,
Yep.
and our special other lady lives interstate,
No.
but she comes down and
Just
is
for
with the family and with the
excursions.
kids and things like that.
Oh.
So the kids, the family know, and there is hopefully a move in the future.
Oh, what, to
Oh,
make
to
it
move it
official,
here.
like a thruple.
Yes.
A proper throuple.
And it's
Whose
working
idea
fine?
was it? Was it yours or Lee's?
And how do you broach something like that?
Asking for a friend.
It was mine originally many years ago to branch out and explore
Yeah.
together, and then we just settled, and we didn't branch out any further.
Can I ask? Because I'd get jealous. Do you ever get jealous?
Not really. At the start, it was a little bit different emotionally because it wasn't initially meant to be emotionally
Oh, it's just a
involvement.
bit of fun.
Yeah, right.
Yes, and then it got very, very emotional, and then it was settled in-
Can we speak to the third wheel?
Yes, my love. Hang on, he's here.
And how many other people
Where
are
are
going
they
to
off
Good-
to
good
at
morning.
7 o'clock
I
in the
know.
morning?
Hello, who's
Who do we
this?
have now?
I was Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Sarah, where are you three
Hi.
off to this morning?
They're actually dropping me off at the airport. I've got to go home.
Oh. Do they drop you off, or do they
It's
come
really
in the terminal with you?
emotional
Oh,
drive.
yeah. Do they
That's
park
an
and walk you in?
emotional drive.
Or is it just a drop off at the curb?
No. We walk in and say bye and everything.
Oh, that's
Okay.
commitment.
Okay, so Sarah, is it?
Sarah.
Yes,
Sarah,
yeah.
are you allowed to rendezvous with Lee without, what's the OG's name?
Rachel.
Rachel. Are you and Lee
Yes,
allowed to
yeah.
rendezvous without Rachel?
Yeah, they. We sort of take turns visiting and stuff each other because obviously with the kids and stuff, it's someone's got to take.
And flights are very expensive.
And hang on, are Sarah and Rachel allowed to rendezvous without Lee?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we've done it a couple of times.
Is
Oh
this,
my
I
God.
mean, who knows about this?
Actually, their family do.
And they're
Have
cool.
you met the family?
Yes, yeah. I've been invited to Christmas.
Oh, are you doing Kris Kringle?
I have so many
Who got
questions.
Lee? Who got Lee?
So, Sarah, you're going back. Where's home for you? What state?
New South Wales.
You're going back to New South Wales. And do you think you might move to Melbourne and the throuple will live like half the Brady
100%.
bunch?
100%.
You know what? Good for you guys.
Yeah.
Like, if it's working for you guys, then that is awesome.
Jeez, didn't this take a turn?
This wouldn't work for me.
You don't know that.
It wouldn't work for me.
Why
but
wouldn't
good
it
for you
work?
for-
Let's get you a Sarah.
Don't even suggest that.
What is it?
No, I'm thrilled that it works.
It's
for me.
jealousy,
I
right?
get,
Yeah.
I'm not into sharing.
Yeah, no, there's been like hiccups like that. But
I bet.
Well,
Have
as
you guys
in-
ever had an
Yeah.
argument?
Not big.
Yeah, right.
Where did you all meet?
Yeah,
Online,
of course.
playing
Yeah.
Fortnite.
Playing
Oh.
Fortnite. You're gamers.
Oh, they're gamers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Has there ever been more than a throuple?
No.
no, God. Come on,
No,
Lauren.
I think one would be too much.
Yeah,
Is,
three-
the, is the circle closed?
Yeah, we just got a new bed actually the other week.
Oh, you're going to need a
That's a king. Yeah, you're going to need a king. Yeah, you're going to need a king. Yeah.
Hey, can I talk to Lee for a
Yeah,
second?
I'll put him back.
Don't. You'll make them jealous.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Lee, do
Hey,
you
Lee.
reckon you've clocked the game?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Lee, you are
This is-
possibly the happiest sounding listener we've ever had on this show.
You guys all sound so happy.
I know they do.
Thank you.
I wasn't
Thank you.
expecting this, Lee, when you
No.
called to say you were with this a high school sweetheart.
I told you this was going to be a romantic phone topic.
Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been really, really good.
Hey, Lee, have a great day. I'm sure you will.
Lee, have a great Christmas.
Good morning, Melbourne. Gee whiz, we've got a huge morning this
Tell you
morning.
what.
We're doing something after 8 o'clock, Jace.
Oh, yeah. Let me set the
That I
scene.
think is the most exciting thing we've ever done.
Did you see the 22 kid get the hat in the Canada
Was it a
shows
good
over
one?
the weekend? It was a good one.
yeah?
Yeah, it was a good one. Little boy
A
was singing
tearjerker?
along.
Cute.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift, she is still on her Eras tour.
She
Not for long.
must be tired.
Not for much longer, though, Clint. And we have something you do not want to miss. If you love Taylor Swift, do not turn this radio station off in the next hour.
Big news coming up just after 8 o'clock. Hey, did you see fisticuffs courtside at the Melbourne United game last
What
night?
happened? Were they players punching on?
Yeah. 8 people got evicted.
Well, players punching on with fans. There were
Is
4
that how it
fans
started?
evicted, so Melbourne United fans punching on with Adelaide 36ers players.
Is that how it started? Was it fan
Well,
v
no,
player?
it started as 2 rival players on the court in a bit of a tangle, and then it's spilled into the 36ers box, and then it's spilled into the stands.
Surely those spectators
Yeah,
will
see
get
you later.
lifetime bans.
See ya.
Oh, yeah, you can't be punching
No.
on with players.
Not at all.
It was a bit bogan. to
Who
be
won the
honest.
fight?
Well, clearly the players, because the fans got booted.
I felt there was some kids in the second row, and a security
Yeah,
guard came
it's
running in
terrible.
to stand in front of the kids to
Oh,
make
good.
sure it
Can
didn't
you
spill
imagine
onto
if
them.
you were there? Because you're in the courtside seats. You would have been.
No, I was
involved.
second. I was second
Oh, you
row.
were second row, were
because
you?
one of the
He
players
wouldn't have been in there. He would have been at the popcorn bar.
Oh, yeah.
The hot dog bar.
Yeah. Don't hit the paneling hands. Got to be able to play
They
Justin
do
Bieber.
good fast food there, don't they?
The person in the front row, in
Yeah.
front of me, a player fell
Celebrity
on them.
row?
They fell on, like the player fully fell on them.
Oh,
That's hot.
like a bit of a sweaty sit-in.
Yeah.
You weren't there last night for the fight.
No,
This
I was
fight.
not there last night for the
Yeah,
fight.
right.
Hey, coming up next, Loz.
Well, it's Monday morning, so it is time to vent about your partners. We spent a lot of time together over the weekend. 13 24 10. Call us right now if you love your partner,
But
they do something that annoys you.
I love you. I love you.
This is all love.
But
I love my partner, but...
It's those little things that annoy you.
Exactly. Hey, give us a ring, 13 24 10. You might walk out of here with a $200 voucher thanks to Jack's Cafe. Take a moment for yourself today with a rich, velvety and smooth barista-made coffee from Jack's Cafe. Mornings are better with Jack's Cafe and Hungry Jack's.
Can I start with a question
Question.
for both of you?
Yep.
This is the single guy asking the two
Bring it on.
happily engaged / married.
Yes.
Did you get through the weekend unscathed, Lauren?
You know what? I actually did. I had a
Jace.
great, because Paul went to the Dunkeld races on
so he
Saturday.
wasn't home.
So I didn't see him all day Saturday, and I was in bed by the time I got home.
Oh, that's
Jace?
love. We had a blow up in the cab on the way to lunch.
Okay, perfect.
Had a
That was on Friday, so that
beautiful-
wasn't really strictly the weekend.
No, that was Sunday.
No, that was Sunday.
Yep, had a beautiful lunch and then came home and had a blow up 90 seconds into the house.
Okay, but this is not those big blow ups. These are the little things that aren't even worth a fight or an argument over that you just every single day go, why do you do that?
I love my partner, but for some reason, she doesn't know how to close a cupboard. She knows how to open one,
Oh.
but doesn't know how to
That's
close
annoying.
one. We've got a cabinet just above the microwave.
How many
which just
times you
happens
banged your
to be-
head on it?
Oh, dull.
But sometimes I'm going to sympathise here because sometimes there's like either an item of crockery or a
But then you fix it.
an item in the pantry which just sticks out a little bit and it just doesn't close.
No,
Then
no,
you
no.
fix it.
Whole door's out. Whole door.
Oh, she's busy. She's probably got a kid in one arm. And okay, I love my partner, but he's completely incapable of putting an empty sleeve of like tablets, like Panadol or something. I go to open the box and the sleeve is always empty.
Oh, yeah, I do that.
Why do you put an
I do that
empty?
as
You've
well.
done it to me before, and you said, "Have you got any in your phone?" I go, "Yeah, here you go," and you give me back the empty
Yep.
sleeve.
Well, it's a reminder you need to buy new ones.
Put it in the bin.
Do you know what? That's
Put it
not
in the
a-
bin.
That's
The
a-
empty sleeve back in the box does my
Again,
head in.
can I clarify? That's an all bloke thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
I got
that's-
one.
That's not just
Sticking with the bin. I love my partner, but when we have a rubbish situation where they only empty the bins every 2 weeks, we
That's
need to flatten everything as much as we can. She'll get an Amazon box arrival, take out the item, and then throw the whole Amazon box fully
Oh,
still
Yeah, that
in
happens.
box form.
A lot of females are
In the bin.
allergic to flattening boxes.
You just undo the tape and flatten the box.
I don't even put it outside. I've got a box corner. And the boxes go in the corner, and then it's Paul's job to cut the boxes down and deal with that.
Has anyone seen Paul? The box corner's probably fallen on him. He's probably underneath
No,
all
he
the
knows.
boxes.
That's his job. Fix the box corner. I'm not taking him outside. That's your job. I do other things.
We need the SES in there.
But
He's
he would
buried
say,
under the
I love
boxes.
my
He's buried under the boxes.
13, 24, 10. If there is something petty your partner does and it does your head in.
Got another one.
Yeah, okay.
I love my partner, but she'll park in the driveway knowing the kids are going to want to play basketball in the driveway, right? So she'll pick them up from school, get home, they'll say we should play
She's
basketball.
busy, mate.
She'll park in the driveway, they'll all get out, they'll say we want to play basketball. So I then have to get in the car and move the car out.
Yeah.
Just park on the street.
Yeah, but she's probably carrying all the kids' bags and kids and groceries and
yeah. And also
that one's on you, bro.
That's on the kids as well.
Terry,
Find somewhere else to play.
When will they learn to drive?
in Patterson Lakes, morning,
Move the car
Terry.
yourself.
Yes, hi. I love my partner,
But
he blames me for every time he loses something.
Oh, me too. Paul's eyes are
So
painted on when he's looking for something.
Yes. So, yeah. He'll
Yeah.
be like, did you wear my song?
No,
Or
love. I didn't wear your belt. I didn't wear your belt, believe it or not, this weekend. I didn't think I might put Paul's belt on with my jeans. You put it somewhere and you've lost it. And then I'll look for the belt and the belt's right where it should be.
He's a lucky guy, isn't he?
Rachel,
Yes.
it's time to vent, Dale. Good morning. You
Welcome
love
to
your
the show.
partner, but...
At night after dinner, and I'm in the kitchen doing the dishes, and he's sitting on the couch looking at his phone. He really desperately wants to show me something, and he just keeps calling my name over and over and over again. Like he doesn't have legs. He can't get up and,
That's
you know,
funny.
walk over to me.
Yes, his legs are painted on after dinner. It's like my
They
Paul's
are.
eyes painted on when he looks for something.
I've got to get some technician out to the house to check our remote because when I hit play on the show I want to watch on binge, for some reason, as it plays on the telly, it activates my wife asking me a question at the same time.
Oh, yeah. Just change
And then
the
when
batteries.
but then when I pause the remote of what I'm watching, she goes, "Don't worry about it." But then when I hit play again, it activates her.
It activates. Angela, good morning.
Good morning.
Go for
I
it.
love my partner, but he always leaves 2 or 3 squares of toilet paper left on the end of the toilet roll.
Well, then he doesn't have
That's
to
when
change it.
Well, yeah, exactly. But
What
then
about
I-
when they put a new one on top of the old one?
Oh, yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
good. That's
seriously? Is this actually, am I?
I do that in my house and I'm single.
I'm like, is this, am I on candid camera just to see if I'm going to flip? I calmly remove it because I'm like, I reckon this is a test. This is a test.
We've had that same argument now.
A new one on top of an old one.
Yeah.
Like,
You just sit it on. Like,
what do you mean? You just sit it on top?
You just sit it on top.
You should
leans
see
against
the
wall.
tower at my place. Up to the ceiling.
You're lucky you're not buried under that. You're on the air with Jason Lauren. Clint's here as well. The other big news that took the world by storm yesterday. My God, it was bloody everywhere. It was the fight between Jake Paul and he's back, Mike Tyson.
Fighting out of the blue corner, the problem child, Jake El Gallo Paul. Fighting out of the red corner, he is Iron Mike Tyson.
Is it true he dragged out Mike Tyson's name because Mike was walking slower to the ring?
Well, Jake Paul drove in a car, like a convertible, with his brother, spraying whatever they must own.
Deodorant.
It's like, is that the Lynx Africa
Must
of
be.
2020?
So he's the brother of
Logan.
Logan.
Paul.
Logan's
And you
there
know
in the
what?
background.
Logan Paul.
I watched
Oh,
this whole thing, right? The whole circus unfold. I didn't realise they were two different people, Logan Paul and Jake Paul. I
you
thought it
thought-
was one person.
Oh, no.
Thought his name was
Brothers.
Logan Jake Paul. And then I saw them both in the same
They're
room and I was
bros.
like,
They're
oh,
bros.
they're different.
But really, obviously, Mike, well, he lost, didn't he? But,
It was very hard to watch.
the cracks are appearing
Early.
right.
He had his
it must
anus
be
out.
said. In an interview with what's emerged as his son,
It was his
Mike
son.
Tyson and Mike Jr., he turned from the camera. He said, thank you, turned from the camera, walked away, and there he is wearing a big old jockstrap
With his saggy bum hanging
with
out.
his anus.
Enos was out.
His anus was out.
Who was out for all to see?
I was watching it and I was like, nah.
That's quite a big
He's got
piece as well.
got like his skin coloured shorts or something on, and then I was like, no. He's bare
Now,
ass is
since
on
emerged,
display.
it wasn't a jockstrap, it was a
groin guard.
groin guard
guard.
with a box inside.
Hey, the other talk from the big fight was, did you see the ring girl? Her name was Sydney, young model.
I know why people frothing over her.
I know. She's gone viral
Sydney?
as well
What for?
for just being a glamorous ring girl.
Oh, yeah.
Something
Well, we
YouTube
needed
will have in
something
common.
to watch because the fight was like, it was sad. It was like watching a young man beat up an old man.
Yeah, it was-
I was just like, I don't like this.
No, it wasn't. I'm just not into the
Also,
whole
his
fight
arms
thing
were
anyway.
like twice as long. It was like that skit where the guy holds the kid, on the head, and the kid's just trying to punch and can't reach.
So this lady, Sydney, she was holding the cards, was she?
She was indeed. Something Lauren might have in common with her. Should we get you in the ring?
Oh my god! As a ring girl, is that what you were referring
That's
to?
exactly.
Thought so.
That's
Round
exactly what I
one.
meant. Yeah. As a ring girl. You made that comment earlier in the show. Francesca is joining us from Port Melbourne. Where are you calling from, Francesca?
I'm calling from Boxing Fit Port Melbourne. Hi, how are you guys?
We are excellent.
Hi, Francesca.
I believe you have an invitation for one Lauren Phillips.
Oh.
I actually do, yeah. So this Saturday, funnily enough, we have our fight night coming up at 6 p.m. at Boxing Fit Port Melbourne.
Oh, yeah.
And we would like to invite Lauren to come down and put her money where her mouth is and be our lovely ring girl. We'll get you all kitted out in the gear. You can come and be
I've
our
got your
ring
sign.
girl.
And what do you wear as a ring girl, Francesca?
Well, you know, I think you saw it in the Mike Tyson Jake Paul
Oh,
fight.
in the bikini. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
glamorous, hair and makeup, you know, looking really great.
She's got you with hair and
sounds
makeup.
right up my alley, doesn't
You've
it?
got the sign there. Can
Do
you-
I get to wear a bikini walking around? Because, you know, that'll get me across the line.
If you choose, you can. Full
We're
shorts
gonna,
and a bikini. if
we're
that's
gonna
what you
need a spray tan.
We're going to need more than a spray tan,
What
Clint.
was your rule the other day you said on this
show?
show? I don't do swimwear.
I don't do swimwear in public, no.
You're humbled
I
by the
mean,
invitation.
that is so kind.
Yes.
But I am putting up my Christmas tree this weekend. And that's an
Also
all
very
day and all night job, I think.
She'll be lifting the star,
No.
not the number one sign.
I think Clint should do it because he loves getting his rig out. Would you consider a ring boy?
No, I'll do. Let's get ready to
make
rumble.
A ring boy.
We could make an
Here you
exception,
go.
Clint. Why not?
Clint's walking around the studio now holding up round one. Look at look at him strutting.
Oh, look at the strut.
Yeah. Clint's in, Francesca.
Oh, awesome. Born for it, Clint. Well, you can come down and get kitted out. Fight our fight night.
And Jace is going to fight.
Oh, no, I was just going to keep the canteen
No,
alive.
you're fighting.
Oh, mate, no, I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Who do you reckon you could beat in a boxing fight? Pick someone everyone would know. If you had to go head to head with another media personality,
Fev.
who would it be? Oh,
Betty
Fev,
White.
Fev would absolutely annihilate you.
Betty White.
Who else?
Mate, I haven't been in a fight since I was in year 9.
Year 9?
Year 9.
Not
What
year
about,
9.
I got slapped.
What about
My cousin got slapped.
what about Jared Waitley from AFL 360?
That
know
is a
what?
rogue choice.
I reckon I could take Tony Jones.
I reckon you could too, but that is a fight I do not want to see.
That'd be like beating up Mike Tyson, the old man again.
You couldn't touch the face because those
Oh,
chompers
God,
are
no.
lethal.
Those teeth would take my hand off.
Hey guys, something happened to me last week which has made me sort of in equal parts really happy and sort of genuinely a bit sad. So, I don't know, maybe it's this time of year that I get a bit funny about. You know, we all panic before Christmas where we're like, oh gosh, I got to catch up with this person. Someone's trying to throw a Christmas party.
Yeah.
It's the schoolgirls,
The social calendar
street
gets booked.
party. Yeah, kids, schools, whatever. There's
Yep.
all this stuff going on. And it always makes me think, oh my gosh, there's so many people I haven't caught up with this year. Anyway, I was thinking about a girlfriend of mine who actually lives in New South Wales now. And it occurred to me that I have not spoken to her, I reckon, actually physically seen her in 5 or 6 years. I don't know why though. Like, we're on social media, so I see things, so I feel like we've stayed in touch. But I was like,
Social media can do that, though. Like, you feel like you're up to date. If she's had a baby or whatever, you would have seen
Yeah,
her.
she's got a baby. This is a girlfriend of mine who I spent every week with in my 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 through to about 25. Like, we're inseparable.
Can I
4
ask her
girls.
name?
Talia. She's awesome. You would have met Talia.
Yeah.
So I've never heard you talk about her.
I know, but I haven't seen her since I've known you.
Yeah, right.
And does she have a young family now?
She's got a baby. She lives in regional New South Wales now.
Can I ask why you haven't spoken to her?
For no reason. We never had a falling out. Life's just got in the life's
It's
busy.
just it's busy.
I think COVID separated a lot of people.
And I think you're right with social media. You know, you flick through, be it Facebook or Instagram, and you see little updates, and you feel like you've caught up.
Yeah.
I know, which
But
is
you haven't.
great, right? Because it makes the world seem like a smaller place. But it just made me really sad. I was like, oh my God, we were the best of friends. Nothing ever happened.
Question.
No falling out. Life's just got busy.
Do you think if you picked up the phone now, it would be like you spoke yesterday?
Nothing would have changed. And I know
Yeah, I
that
love those relationships.
because she sent me a voice note. I had been thinking about her all week.
Yeah.
And then I got this voice note from her saying, she'd seen something on social and she sent me this voice note going, oh my gosh, Loz, I've just seen this video. I'm crying with laughter, and it's just made me realise I've not seen you in so long.
Yeah.
It was almost like serendipity that I was thinking about her, she was thinking about me. And I said, oh my gosh, I'm going to get up to Byron at the end of the year. I will come and see you wherever you are. This is going to be my main priority, is to catch up with you. And as soon as I heard her voice and her laughing, it took me back 10 years.
And it shouldn't.
It sort
that
of
must
makes
have
me
made you
emotional.
feel really nice, though.
Because it's like life just gets busy.
But you shouldn't feel guilty about it.
Lozzie.
Because both parties would be the same. Like there
Totally.
shouldn't be any guilt about it.
There often is something that you're like, oh God, I haven't spoken to that person for so long. I just can't message them now. And then I started thinking, did something go wrong? Do we not talk to each other for a reason?
I understand that there's equal parts guilt, but also equal parts joy in speaking to that person.
Oh, as soon as I heard her voice, I was like,
melt.
My God. I have missed you so much, but I probably haven't taken the time to realise that. And I was
Making me
talking
cry.
to some friends about it over the weekend, and they were like, oh my God, I've got someone exactly the same.
Isn't it funny? As you're telling that story, I had a bunch of mates pop into my head straight away, the old coffee gang. Because everyone's like lost touch with someone for different reasons as well. And 13, 24, 10, if you're listening to this in the car right now and you've had a friend's name pop into your head straight away,
oh my gosh,
give us a ring, let us know and why you haven't spoken. I would go and do coffee with these guys every afternoon when I was in Brisbane, right? Every afternoon without fail. And then when we were getting pregnant with Felix, none of them had kids. And I was like, guys, nothing's going to change.
It's a bit of a...
I'm just going to be here with a baby capsule. Like, nothing's going to change.
Things change.
I haven't had a coffee with them in 11 years. 11 years.
Oh my gosh. And do you want to catch up with them?
Like, if I ran into them in the pub tomorrow, we would have a beer and chat like we hung out yesterday.
And that's
I know
the
that.
funny thing, right? It's like I went to my 20-year school reunion, and there were people that I had not seen literally since the day we finished year 12. And the second I saw them, it was like no time had
Yeah.
passed. It
And
was at our school as well.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my God, we are back here with the same people. I was a bit chubbier and a bit older.
And so were they.
No, some of them weren't. Some of them had a total glow up.
Damn it.
It's funny how Christmas has this knack of sort of evoking memories
Yeah.
of sort of times gone
Yeah,
by as well.
right?
It happens.
And I think it's
not
summer.
just us. I'm sure it happens everywhere. I'm a sucker for a
reunion.
social video.
I think it's summer though as well, because it was always the summer holidays that we all spent together.
Mate, if you want to find Clint at Christmas, if he's not on Channel 9, he's at the arrivals terminal at the airport.
Yeah, I love it. It's the best place.
Favourite scene in Love, actually?
Oh, favourite scene.
Oh, the reunion! Don't
make me
even.
cry.
That music gives me goosebumps from Love Actually when they're all being reunited at the airport. But 13, 24, 10. Do you have that person in your life? It doesn't mean that you had a fight with them or a falling out. You just miss them.
If you're listening to this right now and you had a name of a friend pop into your head straight away, give us a ring. I think you'll be surprised.
I reckon everyone's
As soon
got
as
one
you
or
started
two.
talking about it, I'm like, yeah.
But it makes you feel a bit sick sometimes because you're like, why don't we see each other?
Yeah.
But it's no one's fault. It's
Nah,
life.
totally.
Life is busy.
COVID ruined a lot of that too. People moved away. People, I don't know.
And you're right. Social makes you feel like you're still chatting to them.
Totally.
13 24 10 is our number. If you're in the car at the moment, you're like, hey, Loz, I'm in the same boat. You know, why haven't you spoken to him? Give us a ring. It is just gone 4 to 8. It's a good thing you bring up heading into Christmas. If you're ever going to, reach out to someone, now's the time.
Oh, I can't tell you. Getting that voice note, it made my week.
I could tell.
Yeah.
You reckon if I
I feel
rock
like
up...
we're back, baby.
I almost cried.
It's
like a reunion video.
It's been 11 years. You reckon if I rock up at the coffee shop now, they'll recognise me?
100%.
Especially if you're wearing that hat.
A bit older and...
Bit chubbier.
Rihanna, Rude Boy, morning everyone, 8:03. Huge Taylor Swift news coming up in a sec. Don't worry, we'll give it to you before you got to get out of the car for school. It is Jace and Lauren. Clint's here as well. You're listening to Nova 100 as we do it thanks to our mates at What If. It is Aussie for travel.
We were just talking about that guilt that I think all of us carry about having lost connection with friends. I was saying, there's a girlfriend of mine who lives in New South Wales now, and I see her on socials. And she was we were inseparable. There were 4 of us that never left each other's side. And I feel like it's this time of year coming into Christmas and summer. You know, we spent every summer together, but I would not have seen her for, I want to say 6 years. And that time has just flown. I see her on social, so I kind of think I know what's going on with her life. And I'd been thinking about her a lot. And then she messaged me last week and I was like, my heart felt so full of joy hearing her laugh and her voice. And it's kind of quite a simple thing to reconnect with people, but sometimes we have this anxiety about it, like, oh, I haven't spoken to them, I haven't seen them, maybe they don't
Good
want
on
to hear
you
from me.
for raising it, for talking about it, because it does make your heart full, right?
I thought about it all weekend.
Oh,
it
makes
just,
you feel nice.
it was so nice to hear from
And
her.
this time of year, we need a bit of extra love.
Well, you're not alone. As soon as you started talking about it, I mean, we
Our
said in here,
phones.
we all thought of someone, and our phones have lit up. Courtney on 132410. G'day, Courts.
Hello.
Someone jumped into your mind?
Yeah, I had a girlfriend the end of primary school, so 2005, 2006, and we went on to high school together. And then we kind of just drifted, like, you know, new friendship groups started. I have it on Instagram now, and, like, I see that she's married and she has one child. I've got two now, but we haven't spoken since around 2008.
Isn't it weird how someone who you're so inseparable with, like, you just grow up and nothing needs to happen, right? Would you reach out and say hello?
I actually, yeah, after this, I was just like before I called, I was just like, oh my God, I really should message and just be like,
Do you miss
hey.
her, Courtney?
Absolutely. Like, we did everything together. We changed high schools and everything. Like, we were originally going to one high school.
Funny,
then we
isn't
decided,
it?
no, we'll go to a different one. Made our parents move us together. And it was just us.
Isn't it funny?
Oh, you sound emotional.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but there's no nervous energy about ringing them because you know you're going to pick up where you
But there
left off.
kind of is, because sometimes you think, well, I haven't heard from them either, so maybe they don't want to hear from me. But
yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Like, we don't have each other on Facebook or anything, but yeah, on Instagram, and like, we never comment, never like each other's photos, nothing. But like, I know that she's married and she has a little boy now.
I have no doubt you will pick up where you left off. In fact, if
That's
you do
the
reach
thing.
out, get in touch with us because we'd love to hear about it.
Yeah, as soon as I heard my girlfriend's voice, I was like, oh, not a single thing has changed.
Everything's normal in the world
We were
again.
messaging and I was like, oh, we're exactly the same as we
Yeah.
always were. Mel from Mento, did this strike a chord with you?
It certainly did. Morning, guys. Love your show, by the way.
Thanks, Mel.
Really amazing.
Good on you.
So, beautiful story. Went to primary school with this amazing chick, one of those top people that everyone wanted to be around. Lost connection with her at high school and uni, so didn't see each other for all that time. I moved up to New South Wales, came back to Melbourne. We built a house. Our sons were in prep together.
Oh.
Yeah, so hit off the best relationship, saw each other all the time. Then she said, I'm moving up to Port Macquarie. I still speak to her, probably more than I actually speak to my own husband, to be honest, every day. So don't give up, Loz. Reach out. I see her Christmas. You know, we organise trips up there. She comes down. Her son's now living in Melbourne, and I have him over for dinner on Sunday night.
So nice. It is funny though, because you do then, you reconnect and you don't need to see everyone all the time. I think that's the other thing. You feel like you've got to see people all the time for them to be your best mates.
You just played us the message that your friend sent you. And how long had it been since you've spoken?
It's been years since we've seen
How'd
each
she sign
other.
off the message?
Well, first of all, she was laughing about something, and as soon as I heard her laugh, I was like, oh my God, that's her. And then at the end, she goes, how are you? In this really stretched out voice. And then went, love you, Pud. Because we used to call each other Puddy. I couldn't even tell you why. Puddy.
Can we start calling you Puddy?
No, it's more offensive now than it was then.
Jason, Puddy in the morning.
But it was just like, oh my gosh, no time has passed, but so much time has passed.
Belinda in Endeavour Hills, what's your story?
Hi, guys. First of all, so glad you're back on the radio.
Thank you, doll.
Station. We missed you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, my friend Monique, we used to work together 6-7 years ago, and she was the best. She was such a good time at a Christmas party. She used to come over, used to debrief about maths.
That's true
deep
friendship.
With our true friendship. We got deep in our relationship. She had personal stuff. I had personal stuff, and I just missed her a lot.
Oh, Belinda. And so there was no falling out. You just have sort of lost touch.
Yeah, like I had a kid, and I don't know. Like I
Life's
feel like
busy.
sometimes if you feel like you have a kid, people are like, oh, she doesn't want to hang out, all that stuff. But
Does it make you emotional because you want to share stuff with her, maybe?
like I share. I kind of share stuff, but it's not how it was. Like, yeah, like it's just she was She was there for me in a really hard time. No judgment, no anything, and it's hard to find people like that.
How much would you love just to reconnect and just have a laugh with her?
I would love to go out with her again.
Laughing a while.
You know what, Belinda? I totally resonate with your story. Like, we were the first to have kids in our friendship group, so I just assumed that my mates aren't going to relate. And so you just sort of distance yourself.
It also works the other way. I'm one of the only friends with our kids.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they've moved on with their lives. They've got kids and families and they're busy doing all that stuff.
But that's the thing. We're both assuming what the other...
similar.
But we're assuming what the other person's thinking. You know what I mean? Like...
Do you feel like that, Clint?
Yeah, in fact, I've got a friend that springs to mind that's been through a lot recently, and I'm burdened by a bit of guilt because I haven't checked in, I haven't spent time with her, so it makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a funny thing because I think those real friendships, you never actually lose them, even if you lose touch, and no one actually holds any anger around it. It's just we're all kind of busy.
Can I suggest we come back to this tomorrow because we are running out of time, but phone lines have lit up.
I reckon everyone's got that person that they just miss.
100%.
There's no reason we don't see them. We're just
exactly
live.
You know. So look, let's definitely continue this chat tomorrow because I think everyone listening right now has that person that's just jumped into their mind.
I sense a reunion video.
We're going to the airport. 149 shows.
Oh my gosh!
Across 5 continents, and December 8 in Vancouver, Canada, is the closing night of Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour, and we are sending you there.
I'm actually, my jaw was on the floor when they told us we got to do this. This will be the greatest concert of all time. I was lucky enough to see her twice when she was in Australia, once in Melbourne, once in Sydney. It was the greatest show. Imagine how good her last performance of the Eras Tour is going to be. So we're doing flights,
accommodation,
and tickets to see Taylor Swift in her final show of the Eras Tour.
We've secured them. We've got tickets to the closing night of Taylor Swift.
13/24/10. If you want to be put on the standby list.
How this is going to work, you can officially register via the Nova Player app or you can call right now, 13/24/10. We'll put as many people on the standby list as we can. And then next Friday, this isn't one thing that it's going to drag on for months and all that sort of stuff. Next Friday, we will hit the road. We will drive to someone's house here in Melbourne and say, pack your bags.
You are going. I've got goosebumps.
We are taking you to the airport right now. You are going to Canada.
Jump on a plane.
Get on a... Well, we're not doing a boat. You won't make it in time.
Can we go too?
We cannot go.
Do not. I've begged. Let me go. Hey, if
Guys.
you win and you don't have a friend, I'm a good travel companion.
So am I.
That is going to be a park at the airport and walk them in situation. I think
we must go in.
That is not a curbside drop-off.
Oh, my gosh.
This is it. 149 shows, 5 continents. It all comes down to this. December 8, Vancouver, Canada. You can be there for the closing night. Phones are going mental.
Troppo.
Let's put people on the standby list straight away.
Michaela and Clyde North.
Hi. Oh, my God.
Did you get to see Taylor when she was in Australia?
Yeah, I went to the Melbourne show.
How much would you love to go to Canada to see her final show of the Eras Tour?
It would be insane.
It'd be so awkward if you're like, nah, I'm busy that day.
Well.
You, my friend, are in the running.
You're on the standby
my
list.
God. Thank you so much.
No worries. Hey, Sammy, you're on the standby list.
Oh my God, I love it. I love it. I love it. You've made my day.
Oh, good luck, sis. Let's go to Stephanie in Geelong. Have you got someone you could take to Canada to see Taylor Swift?
Oh my God, yes, my sister, and we've both never seen Taylor Swift nor been overseas.
Oh my gosh, Stephanie!
That's huge.
Stephanie from Geelong, you are in the running to win this trip. Our phones have gone bananas.
Never been overseas, never seen Taylor Swift live. Let's go to Greenvale. Hey, Michelle, what are you doing December 8?
Hi! I'm so excited. Hi!
December 8, you're on the standby list. Taylor Swift in Vancouver.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
It's our pleasure.
I'll tell you what.
Guys, I want to go.
Wouldn't want to get stuck next to that winner on the plane.
Oh, my
Michelle?
gosh.
No, not specifically Michelle. I just mean anyone.
You wouldn't want to be sitting next to me on the way to that concert.
So, listen.
I'd be crying. I'd be crying. I'd be sobbing and singing.
Oh, God, that'd be loading you up with Valium.
Oh, my God.
Hey, this is the only way to get there. register via the Nova Player app or be listening to our show tomorrow. Every day, we will give you a chance to get on the standby
We might
list.
even give you 2 chances.
And
some days.
next Friday, we will leave the studio. We will drive live to one of our Nova listeners' houses, pick you up, pack your bags, and take you to the airport to see Taylor Swift live.
Oh my God, I've got sweaty palms.
I know, this is
I've
going to
got
be
goosebumps.
biggest concert in the world.
Ever. I mean, her concert has like broken records all around the world anyway.
All right.
And in Canada too.
I am surprised. Jasmine, my neighbour from Bentley East,
Hello.
managed to get
Hello.
through
Good
the
morning.
phones.
It's not actually your neighbour, is it?
I don't think
Same suburb.
Yeah, same suburb. I don't think we live next door to each other. Can you hear 3 screaming kids and an angry dad now and then?
No, always.
Yep, my neighbour.
Not you though.
Oh, there you go. The whole suburb can hear you, Jace. All right, Jasmine, you've got through for our 5K question this morning. Now, we've got 3 questions for you. We got a hard one for 5K, a medium for 500, or an easy question for $50. What's your flavour this morning?
Medium for 500.
I like it.
Great call. I think that's a smart choice.
$500.
All right.
We're going to ask a question. You're going to hear a 3, 2, 1 countdown, Jasmine. You have to answer within that time. If you don't know, guess. Good luck.
Hey, it's all thanks to Fun Fields. Fun Fields has it all. Australia's biggest water slides. Grab your season pass today at Fun Fields Theme Park. Tell you what, Saturday was Fun Fields Day, let me tell you.
Oh, the weather.
Absolutely cranking.
Water
All right,
slide sounds good.
Jasmine, we must go, Clint.
We must.
Yes.
I got this today, didn't I?
Yeah, Jace knew this one.
So if I got it,
Oh, God.
Anyone can get it.
anyone can get it.
Good luck, Jasmine. Here we go.
$500. Here comes your question.
What geometric shape is generally used for stop signs?
3, 2,
Hexagon?
1.
Is a hexagon 5? 6?
No, 6.
6.
Pentagon.
Octagon.
Octagon.
Oh,
8
no.
sides.
Octagon.
Oh, Jasmine. Sorry, sis.
That's okay.
Jace, you knew it.
I know.
How did you know?
It's because it's
I
his
know.
dream to not work here and to just be the stop-go guy.
I'm not hot enough. They're all very attractive, the stop slow
There's some
people.
gorgeous women
They
that
are,
are
they
those
are.
signs.
Hey, Jasmine, thanks for giving it a crack, doll.
No problem. Thank you, guys.
Have a good day.
5K question returns this time tomorrow. Hey, Tim McDonald from the Cheap Seats is going to be joining us very soon.
I love him.
But coming up next, oh, this is embarrassing. Some very personal news have come out about a politician.
Yeah, I wouldn't want this information about me coming out. put it
No,
that way.
however, we can relate to it, can't we?
Sure can.
Oh, yeah. Hey, a few showers today. They're saying tops of 19. Guys, big news out of the States. Kamala Harris, well, we won't be hailing to her as the chief. She's been on the campaign trail
She has.
for quite some time. So moving all around the states, trying to rustle up the vote. So she hasn't been at home. She hasn't been in her own kitchen.
What's she done?
Her Uber Eats bill has been revealed.
Why would they do that to somebody? Uber Eats
That's a
bill is the
shame.
most private thing you could have on your phone, if you ask me. I love it when Paul's out and I'm like, I'm just going to make a little salad.
Tell everyone what you do.
Make a little salad.
Just have a little something light for dinner, a little
That's-
salad, and then
that's
Paul's gone and I'm
Porky's.
like, hunky-dory.
10-piece feed.
Can I ask you a question? You're only allowed to answer yes or no.
Okay.
Is it true that in the past when Paul wasn't home, you have turned off the security cameras because you didn't want evidence that you had 2 Uber Eats deliveries in one night?
True. And I used to order and I'd be embarrassed about because there's too much food for one person. This is when I was living on my own and I'd ordered 2 drinks so the delivery driver didn't judge. So he thought, she's home with a date. It was just
He
me.
switches the cameras off as well, though. Sure.
He doesn't know how. I bust him all the time. I'm like, another delivery?
How much you reckon she's dropped while on the campaign trail?
Kamala.
Since July, $18,711 on Uber Eats.
No.
She looks generous, though. She'd be buying it for a team,
Is that a
surely.
tax deduction?
Surely.
It's for the team. It's a business expense.
Yeah.
You know
surely.
what? She'd spend the money on the priority too.
She
wouldn't
would.
want her
Yeah,
meal
she'd be a
dropped.
priority girl.
It's the best $2 you'll ever spend.
I
the
don't
priority.
know. I don't know.
No,
You're
you
not a-
wouldn't do priority.
I
Have,
don't
you,
do
have you seen
priority.
they've now got a saver option?
What's that?
So like it's $1 less, but your food might take 2 hours.
No way. I'll pay the $1. I want my dumplings juicy and hot.
Now we have just done a Uber Eats audit on the team.
It's gone through our
we
account.
handed over our
I feel
phones.
violated. That's private.
Kamala Harris,
All right.
since July, $18,711. This isn't about money.
What have you found, Broads?
Our executive producer, Brody, a.k.a. The Thumb, is here. He has gone through what we've been ordering.
God. Who are we starting with?
Geez, I've learned a lot about you three. I tell you that right now. We're starting with Jason.
What's he got a penchant for?
Messina.
Well, you're very close. So, the last 6 orders are 1 litre of gelato from Windsor.
Oh, that's
Peter Pippo. I know what it'll be.
It's bloody good. What flavour did I get? Did I get the
You got hazelnut
Yeah,
on this day.
hazelnut. Yeah.
You got a whole 1 litre with one flavour? Nah, that's
you
cooked.
need a mix.
No, I would have got the peanut butter and strawberry. Did I get the peanut?
Do you get the peanut butter
What,
and
a half
strawberry?
and half? Oh,
What's
that's
a
a
peanut
three
butter and strawberry?
flavour
That
job.
sounds
But this is 2 days prior to that. We went to Nuvoletta Gelatia, and that was another 1 litre tub, and that was
2 days.
salted
you've gone
caramel
through a
and
litre.
pistachio.
Oh, you're not an idiot, are you? Salted caramel.
Wait for it.
And then 3 days before that, we
Are
went.
you going through a litre every 2 days?
I've got kids.
You don't share. They have the cheap ice cream. You keep the
They have paddle
gelateria for
pops.
you.
Went the raspberry jam flavour this time.
That's
Raspberry
weird.
jam.
I don't know about that.
The day before that, we went to
How
Augustus,
much ice cream are you eating?
Supporting small business.
and this was raspberry white choc. You love raspberry white choc.
Oh, well, he's always trying to get a raspberry white choc muffin. He gets his hit from the gelateria.
Wait for it.
That was on a Tuesday, and then on the Monday night, we
On a
went
Tuesday?
to Messina again,
No.
and we got the hazelnut tiramisu.
Is that 5 in 5 days? 5 litres of ice cream?
Doesn't matter.
Why do you look like that and I look like this? And I don't eat ice cream 5 days a week. That's not fair.
Do you have a permanent ice cream headache? Bloody hell.
Oh, my God.
We don't judge on this show.
We don't.
do right
We
now.
do- no.
I'm proud of you, is what I
we
was going to
do.
say.
We do
and
not.
insanely jealous.
We do not judge on this show.
Well, now we go to Lawrence. Let's have a look at Lawrence.
Here we go. What are we focusing on? What she's ordered or the time she's ordered
It's
it?
just a real mixed bag. So it's 6:23 in the morning
God.
from McDonald's. Lauren has ordered 4 bacon egg McMuffins, 1 sausage egg McMuffin, 1 sausage egg McMuffin with extra bacon, 2 sausage egg McMuffins, 3 hash browns, 20 pieces of chicken nuggets, and 2 Cokes.
That was on my own.
Big girl have a big night.
20 nuts
No,
is
I
punchy.
reckon that was for the team after Oaks Day.
I didn't see a nugget.
No.
Oh, that
nuggets
was for
here.
you lot.
Didn't
All
see
of
nuggets.
you.
And she went for a cheaper alternative. She went to juicy dumplings. Beautiful dumplings there.
Oh,
but
they're
she
good on
managed to
Chapel
spend
Street. Cheap and cheerful.
$171.48.
On dumplings?
They sound cheap and cheerful.
On dumpling.
Must have had friends over.
She had 4
Or was
serves
I lying
of
in
the,
bed?
She had 4 serves of the boiled pork dumpling.
Can't beat them.
Boiled pork. You
I
do
like
it.
entertaining. Come to my house for a dinner party. Here you go. Juicy dumplings
What I
all
love
around.
is how you go, oh yeah, cheap and cheerful, $180 on
Well, that's what
dumpling.
you would have got a lot.
Speaking of
I must have
entertaining,
had a street party.
another one was from Vintage Cellars, so she needed some booze.
Oh.
So she's gone and ordered 5 bottles of champagne.
What time was that?
That was 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, sounds like a good Saturday to me. Sounds like a good Sunday. 5 shampoos. Was it the same night as the $200 of dumplings? Because they would go hand in hand.
And now it's time for Clint. Let's go
Oh,
to
here
Clint's.
we go.
I'm a
Well, what did he get? Protein powder from the health shop.
Broccoli, please.
Oh, some boiled chicken.
I might grab a boiled egg.
Oh, boiled eggs and chicken.
How do I order
I'm more a poke bowl kind
a
of guy.
can of air?
Oh, I know. He's gone to Dynamic for some healthy pre-made
back off you
meals.
two.
He's been
Where'd he
lying
go?
to us this
Oh.
whole
What?
time. So this is from a week ago. He went and ordered a chicken Big Mac at 1:14 p.m.
1:14 p.m. I thought you were going to say a.m.
AM.
Were you sitting at home having one chicken Big Mac?
Did he have the McValue meal or
Did you
just
get
one
chippies?
Big Mac?
Chicken Big Mac.
Did you get chippies?
Did he get anything
I
else?
think
or is
someone's
that-
hacked my account.
How much did it cost?
That was
And what-
21.21.
For a burger?
Wait, what was the date? Tell me the date.
It was the 31st of October.
What a loser.
That's a Thursday. You were just sitting at home having a chicken Big Mac on your own.
And I
That's
guarantee
legendary.
it would have been one of those days where he's like, I've got to go to 9, guys. I've got to get out early.
Yes.
There was one from 2 days later, just before we move on, and it was a Zinger Burger Box from KFC, and that was 11:44 a.m.
My body is a temple.
Let's say hello to our next guest.
Introducing our next guest. He's an Australian comedian, a Formula One podcaster, and half of the hosting panel of Channel 10's The Cheap Seats.
Do you have a podcast?
No. Do you?
No?
No? You do have a podcast. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you do
Why
have
are
a
sharing about your
podcast.
podcast?
Talk about your podcast. Come on,
At least I think he has a podcast. Please welcome to the show, Tim McDonald.
Hey.
Good morning.
He
Now
is
talk to us about your podcast.
Here to flog the podcast.
Well, I do have a podcast. It's a law in Australia. If you're a middle-aged white man, you must have at least one podcast.
That is true.
It's an F1 podcast. It's called The Reserve Drivers.
You're an F1 nerd. Is it the Vegas Grand Prix this weekend?
It is the Vegas Grand Prix, and
And
good
then-
news for Aussie fans. It's on about 5 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon, so
Yeah.
it's perfect timing.
That's a
And then it's
Unbelievable.
the Abu Dhabi one, right? And it's like a decider. It's very close.
It might be a decider.
What
Probably-
better man
probably
to
won't be.
speak about fast cars than a bloke with no licence, which is...
All right,
That's
mate.
right.
What kind of a welcome is that?
Welcome, mate, by the way.
Do you need a regular license to drive a Formula One car?
I don't think you do.
I don't think you do.
No, I don't think you do, because I think there are a couple of 17-year-old
Yeah.
kids who get their Formula One racing licence
Yeah.
before their
The
driver's
CAMS
licence.
licence.
Yeah, you can drive at 300 kilometres an hour, but you can't do a hook turn. So that's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
We'd had Verstappen's mum on the show.
Oscar Piastri's mum, beautiful Nicole
Not Max
Piastri.
Verstappen.
Nicole Piastri is fantastic because when Oscar wins,
such
she'll
good
put out a
value.
tweet saying, well, I've just cancelled 7 a.m. Pilates
Yes.
because I'm getting on the beers to
Yeah,
celebrate.
yeah, yeah.
It's
She
unbelievable.
was saying he's
instructor.
a terrible driver, though, when he comes back to
Is
town.
he really?
No,
Yeah.
she said he's a terrible backseat driver when
Which you would be.
she's in the car.
He's
and
barking
he's,
orders at her.
Yeah, they're a great family.
That's pressure right there.
Beautiful sisters as well,
Hey,
Oscar.
can I say congrats? You guys have clocked up well over 100 eps now. The Cheap Seats final is on tomorrow, just for the season, right?
Well, it's Channel 10 every week. We treat every week as a final. So
Tomorrow at 8:40
That's
on
funny.
10 and 10 play. What's the morale like at 10 when all the stars of the shows joke like that?
Well, it's good. It's good. You know, you think you defend people in the office, but then you remember that most of them have been made redundant. So,
It's like the Hunger Games.
I'm just seeing a couple of 10 executives out the window. Yeah, no, they're loving it. So that's great. No, it's great. This final episode's our favourite because it is the best bits of the year.
yeah.
So we
it's
watch.
the best worst bits.
It's the best
really,
worst
isn't
bits.
it?
We watch 30 weeks of news every year, and this last episode is the best 1 hour of clips. 90% of them is Clint stuffing up, but occasionally we get to some other grabs.
I've got my favourite. This is Clint when he appeared on the show.
Clint Stanaway is at his computer.
What are you doing, Clint? Clint Stanaway.
More like Clint stand to stay.
Can you explain what happened there, Clint?
They wanted a live cross on the fact that all these footy fans were booking flights.
So did you
they
go to the
said,
airport to
Well, they
report?
said, where do you want to do it? The airport, this front of the AFL? And I said, no, why don't we have
Webjet.
me booking a flight at my computer, at my desk, in the newsroom? Made sense.
What are you on Wadif or something?
I was
Checking
on,
out the flights.
I was on virginaustralia.com.au.
Oh, there you go.
Also, your homepage, by the way. Different website. No, but that's the thing. We watch a lot of news throughout the year. And
I'm sorry you have to watch Weekend Today as well and Weekend Sunrise.
I don't watch Weekend Today. So
I
that's,
don't know if you saw what happened on Weekend Today this weekend, but it should make your show.
What happened?
There was some woman cooking tiramisu or some such
yeah.
thing, and Clint tried to have it on a spoon and he tried to feed it to
Yeah.
his co-host.
Oh,
and she
no.
was like,
Really?
Oh, no.
What
Really?
are you doing,
No.
Clint? Why are you feeding me?
Why are you feeding people live on air?
She
It's unbelievable.
She Rebecca Judded him like what happened to
Oh, yeah,
Tony Jones, like a
yeah.
no thanks.
Oh, that's brutal.
Was it as embarrassing for you as it was for me
shocking.
watching
I
it?
didn't know where to
Did
go
you
with
do the
it, so I just
aeroplane?
fed myself.
Here's my question about eating on morning TV. Every time someone eats on morning TV, they have to go, yum, how good is
No,
this?
he doesn't.
Yum.
I've seen you before where
Well,
you're
I mean,
like,
he doesn't eat the food. He feeds his colleagues live on air. It's unbelievable.
Remember when you guys showed him up hitting on mums?
Clint Stanaway spoke to a couple of kids.
What's your mum good at?
She's good at yoga and running.
Yoga and running.
Mutual friend, the cash cow, and apparently he's not a huge fan.
That's a badge of honour, isn't it?
Every week we give out a
Well, Clint
reporter
won't
of the
win that.
week. Well, Clint, you are in the running for
Am
reporter
I?
of the year.
Oh, what an honour.
This will actually be the first time you've won an award for.
do you know who it is yet?
I do.
Is it Clint?
Well, you have to tune in. 8:40
Wasn't there?
I could see you there go,
Yeah.
well, you'll have to
Yeah.
choose.
But we do give out Fire Warden of the Year, and Clint's right in the running for that.
Hey, Tim, congrats to you and Mel. And
We
Mel
love this
Tracina,
show.
who works on the
Watch.
show here as well on Nova. You guys are absolutely killing it. We love the cheap seats, mate.
Guys, we love you. Thanks so much for having us all year. And yeah, 8:40 Tuesday, the final with Tommy Gleisner as our special guest.
Good man.
Don't miss it.
You can catch it on 10 and 10 Play. Before we get out of here,
My, oh my, it has been a morning, Jags.
You got that James Dean.
Dropped the big announcement this morning at 8 o'clock that this is incredible. What's it gone? Almost 2 years. 149 shows spanning 5 continents. And it all comes to an end. December 8 in Vancouver, Canada. The closing night of Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour.
And guess what, Melbourne?
Flights, accommodation, and tickets for you to be there.
We are sending you.
Good luck trying to buy them.
Let's go.
We must go.
Flights, accommodation, the whole thing. It's all happening in Canada. I mean, it's the greatest concert of all time. And the final show will be...
That's just cool, being there for the final.
She'll do something special. Can you imagine?
Absolutely. It's already 4 or 5 hours long. It's going to
As
go
if it could get any
12
better.
hours.
I know. Phenomenal. This is one of the coolest things we've ever got to do.
I just remember couldn't talk about it earlier because our kids would have been on school drop-off. They don't know we went. Because remember, we just signed with Nova when she was here doing the Eras Tour. And Brendan and Sarah, the lovely people in management, were like, we've got tickets. Do you guys want to come along?
I said, no, thanks, already got them. So
Well,
excited.
I
I've had
looked at
them for
my
months.
wife Lou and I said, we must go. And we got to go along. And I remember we just signed. I'm sitting there chatting with the bosses, and then Style came on, and I'm like, I'm sorry. Whatever you're going to say to me is going to have to wait because she is doing Style.
What a song.
Is that your fave?
Yeah, love it.
Is it?
I was so excited at this concert. Like, I was losing my mind like a teenager.
What's your favourite song, Aussie?
I love Cruel Summer.
I know, Clint.
I love the old school stuff. I love Love Story.
Oh, I love
what a
Story went
song.
off. Do you know what Clint spends hours on the internet looking at?
The 22.
22 hats.
The hats. I mean,
I'm
it's banger
feeling
after
22.
banger after. I felt 222 after the concert.
I
was exhausted.
I must lie down.
How does she do that every night?
I know. We barely stood for the 4 hours watching it.
Amazing. Travis Kelce will be there for the finale,
Oh, he'll be
obviously. He
there.
might even
He
do
will
a
be
duet
there.
or some such thing. Anyway, we have your tickets, Melbourne. If you want to see Taylor Swift in her final concert of the Eras Tour in Canada, tune in tomorrow. We'll give you another chance to get on that standby list.
Thank you for being a friend.
Tell you what I'm looking forward to next Friday. We're actually going to take the show on the road, drive to the winner's house, knock on their door and say, guess what?
We must get a van.
Pack your bags. You're going to Canada.
So if you're on that standby list already, we put a bunch of people on the list this morning.
Yeah. Get
we
breakfast
could be
ready.
coming to your house. We'll bring
Little airport
coffees.
drop-off.
It'll be early.
We'll bring coffees.
We'll bring coffees.
But if you can, get fry a bit of bacon eggs while we're there. That'd
Yeah,
be
that'd be
lovely.
great.
You know, we can't travel on an empty stomach, guys.
That's massive. Anyway, stay tuned to our show all week for your chance to win that epic trip to Canada.
What are you doing today?
Me, I have no idea, quite clearly.
Jace.
I don't know. Mondays I try and keep free.
I promised my 2-year-old I'd take him on a train.
You've been saying that for
my
6
goodness.
months.
Like on a train.
On a
Like
train.
on a metro train.
Yeah, on a train.
With a Mikey.
Are you going to be the fat controller?
No, I'm not. You smart ass.
That's Tommy said, the fat controller.
Please mind the gap.
Great.
Are you done?
Oh,
Are you
yeah, 'cause
really?
we're out
No,
of time.
I'm not the fat controller. I'm just the fat dad taking
What,
the kid on
No, you're the fat controller.
I'm not the fat
And you
controller.
have to say it like that. Say it in the voice.
I am not the fat controller.
Fat controller.
Fat controller.
I am not the fat controller.
Thank you for being a friend. Gonna be a good day.
Jason Lauren.
Jason Lauren.
Wake up feeling good.
On Nova 100.
Jason Lauren.
Follow them on socials.